Welcome, explorers! Grab your heaviest coats, your thickest mittens, and, maybe double up on those scarves, because in today's explainer, we're traveling to literally the coldest, frostiest place on Earth. We are heading way up to the frozen north to meet some absolutely amazing, super resilient animals. I'm so incredibly excited to guide you through this icy landscape and, really, just uncover the brilliant survival secrets of the creatures who call all this snow and ice their home.
Okay, so ready for an icy journey? Let's dive right into this frozen unknown together. Now, before we step out onto the tundra, I really need to know if you're fully prepared to brave the howling winds and those massive sparkling icebergs. So, if you're bundled up and ready to go, I want you to shout "Brilliant" right at your screen. Come on, I can feel the energy from here. Let's get this Arctic adventure started.
Welcome to the frozen north. Let's kick things off by stomping right into the icy backyard of a local resident. Meet Pip, the polar bear. Pip absolutely loves snow games, but he's hiding a pretty brilliant biological secret to staying warm in this crazy extreme environment. So on the outside, his iconic snowy white fur blends in perfectly with the ice, right? But underneath all that fluff, it's wild. His skin is actually jet black. It's Mother Nature's little secret. That dark skin acts like a giant thermal sponge, soaking up every tiny little bit of heat from the sun to keep him nice and warm. But skin and fur really aren't enough on their own to survive when those temperatures just plummet. Pip's ultimate defense is blubber. So what is blubber? Well, it's this super thick layer of fat right under the skin that acts exactly like a cozy built-in sleeping bag. It traps his body heat so incredibly well that even when the outside air drops way, way below freezing, Pip is honestly just as toasty as can be.
Section 2, the magic outfit change. Let's move along and see how this builds as we meet Fiona, the Arctic fox.
Fiona is this clever, super fast local who honestly boasts the absolute coolest fashion trick in the entire Arctic. Her jacket literally shapeshifts. In the winter, her fur is this thick, snow-white coat, which lets her hide from bigger predators in the snowdrifts and, sneak up on her own snacks completely unnoticed. But when summer rolls around and the snow melts, she completely sheds that coat for a brown and gray one. She blends seamlessly right into the dirt and rocks. It's a total masterpiece of natural camouflage.
And it gets even better. Fiona's cold weather tricks don't just stop at her coat. She has thick fur growing directly on the bottoms of her paws. Imagine walking outside in the snow barefoot. No way, you wouldn't last 5 minutes. But for Fiona, this fur acts exactly like a pair of built-in fuzzy slippers. It keeps her toes perfectly warm against the ice and actually gives her the traction she needs so she doesn't go slipping and sliding when she's running at top speeds.
Section 3. Wait a minute. Penguins? Let's take a look at Penny's wrong turn.
I definitely wouldn't mind a pair of those fuzzy paw slippers myself right now, but hey, moving along. Look who's sliding on her tummy into our view. It's Penny the penguin, and check it out, she's wearing a little red scarf. She looks super comfortable in the snow, but wait a second. Does anyone else think something's a little off about a penguin just hanging out in the exact same neighborhood as a polar bear and an Arctic fox? Let's check the map and figure out what's going on here.
Okay, so it turns out Penny has suffered a massive GPS fail. Look at this geography mix-up. We are currently at the North Pole, the Arctic, which is exclusively home to polar bears and Arctic foxes. Antarctica, way down at the South Pole, is the actual home of penguins. So Penny is on the completely wrong side of the planet. Actually, fun fact, in the wild, polar bears and penguins never ever meet. Like, literally never. But you know what? Even though her navigation is completely broken and she clearly took a very wrong turn, Penny is a highly welcome guest on our explainer tour today. The snow up here feels exactly the same as the snow down south, and she's already an expert swimmer in freezing waters. The Arctic is this vast, incredible place, and hey, it's definitely big enough for everyone to learn and play.
Section 4. Heavy hitter of the ice.
Okay, listen closely. Let's tune in to this deep, rumbling, hoo-honk sound that's echoing off the frozen ocean edge. It's so loud, and it's coming right from our next massive friend who's currently hauling himself out of the freezing water. Brace yourselves, because we are about to meet a true heavyweight of the North. As he would say, hoo-honk, I am Wally the Walrus, the heavy lifter of the frozen sea. That incredibly enthusiastic, booming greeting belongs to none other than Wally the Walrus. Wally is this friendly, giant local who's super proud of his impressive features, especially his, rather giant dental work. When Penny first saw them, she honestly thought they were swords. But actually, as you'll see, Wally's amazing tusks are just super long teeth. And they are absolutely essential, versatile survival tools. He basically uses them as giant ice picks, stabbing them right into the ice to pull his huge, heavy body out of the freezing water. He also uses them to carve out breathing holes in the thick sea ice so he can get air from below. Pretty smart, right?
And of course, we absolutely cannot ignore the best mustache in the entire Arctic. I mean, look at those bristles. Wally uses those hundreds of stiff, super sensitive whiskers almost like magical fingers. When he's diving way deep down to the dark, murky ocean floor where he basically can't see a thing, he just uses those whiskers to feel around in the mud for yummy clams and snails to eat.
Section 5. The Arctic Freeze Dance. Now that we've met the locals, it's time to warm up.
So stand up right where you are. Let's get our blood pumping with a quick freeze dance party before we pack up our snow gear. Ready? Follow along. Step 1, do the polar bear stomp. Really stomp those big, heavy feet into the ground. Step 2, the fox paws. Wiggle your fingers and tiptoe quietly. Step 3, the penguin wobble. Waddle side to side and flap those flippers. And finally, step 4, the walrus whiskers. Scratch your cheeks and give a big, loud hoo-honk.
Stay warm, explorers. Fantastic job, everyone. From warm-blooded polar bears with their secret black skin to shape-shifting Arctic foxes, totally lost but lovable penguins, and heavy-lifting walruses, you have absolutely earned your honorary Arctic Explorer badges today. Thank you so much for exploring the icy wonders of the North with Pip, Fiona, Penny, and Wally. We've learned a ton about the incredible biology and adaptations that make life in these frozen extremes possible.
So, the absolutely crucial point to take away from our time together is that these incredible habitats and the fascinating animals that live there, they're precious. And they really do need our help to survive in a rapidly changing world. Which leaves us with one final vital question for you to think about. As you head out into the world, how will you stay curious, keep learning, and ultimately help protect these frosty frontiers for the future? Stay warm out there, explorers.